We met through a mutual friend that introduced us. I think really just to have a little fun with each other. Like, it was so not serious. I had just broken up with a guy, and you were separated at the time, right?
Yeah, I was separated from my first marriage. I had 4 kids already, and I was like, no way am I doing that again. No way. And I made it clear. You know, I was like, you know, if you want to have fun, cool, let's have fun. But, you know, I was almost 40, and I was like, I already have my responsibilities. I'm taking care of them, this and that. I'm not, you know, I know she's young. She was young, so there's no way you would get serious and maybe married to someone that young without having more kids. And I was like, there's no way.
You already have 4.
It's so silly because now I have twice what I had. It's just like, yeah, like, oh my God. But so it took like,
Oh, wow.
her job in New York was right near my apartment, like a couple of blocks away from my apartment. Where she lived was way up in the Bronx. So she was always traveling to go to work. And my season was over, so I was coming back to LA to hang out with my kids. So I said to her, why don't you just stay, before she was living with me, why don't you just stay at my place over the summer so that you don't have to do all of that? And she was like, okay, cool. So I didn't even think about it, and I came back for the next season. She kind of just became my roommate. And that is kind of how it happened. And you know, I was like, okay, and that's
Well, you
when,
must
and
have
I was
liked
still
me
dating.
enough.
I did like you, but I was still dating other people. So I was like, okay, how am I gonna do that now? Because it was.
I'm like looking like the girl who just like made myself out. That is not how that happened.
That's how it happened to me.
There was one night we were in the bed, and he says to me, I just need you to know this is not gonna go any further than this. I was like, okay, because I didn't really ask, but okay.
You can feel the signs. You feel the signs.
I guess he thought I was enamored or whatever with him. But no, we had openly were not monogamous for a very long time.
And so how did it change? What was the...
I think it changed much quicker for me than him, obviously. I think for me it was the coming to LA with him. It just kind of happened. Like somewhere in there, he was the only guy that I wanted to be with. Like, we can just be with each other, and it's enjoyable. Like, we don't have to be doing anything fancy. We could just go to the park for the day, or we were always going to the movies. And then I was like comparing every guy that I went out on a date with him, and they were not living up to it. So I think I caught on to the falling for him much more quickly than he did. Well, at some point in LA, we broke up because I was not old, but getting older, and I want to get married and I want to have kids, and this is what I want. And if you don't want to do this, then we need to stop this, because I know that I love you and I know that you could be the person. But he wasn't quite there yet, and so we broke up. For how long?
A few months, I guess. Yeah.
It didn't make it very far. But,
a lot of things.
But also when we got back together, there wasn't an immediate engagement. But we just knew that's what we were working towards.
It was pretty fast, though.
Yeah, once we got engaged, we got engaged New Year's Day, and then we were married by June.
Yeah, June 23rd, that
Yep.
date. Right, that's the date, right? Yes.